713-390-KRBE.
Yeah, that's how it works, because we're feeling good. It's Friday. Bruno Mars was fun, dancing around in your office chair, maybe.
Love it.
Special K's got that Friday free-for-all creeping up at 9 o'clock in an hour from now. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a dance party, whether it's by yourself in your car or with us. Let's go to the phones at 713-390-KRBE. Brenda is coming up first. Hi, Brenda. Good morning.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Happy
How are
Friday.
you?
Good morning, Brenda.
Awesome. What's up?
Thank you. I don't know if you guys remember me. I am the one who called about Danny Joe Montoya. He was murdered at a neighbor's house.
Yes.
The person...
Because you said that you couldn't find, there was no, y'all didn't know who the murderer was, or he couldn't be arrested,
no, we did
I think
know.
it was?
We do.
Remember?
We know who shot him. We know where he was, and we know the people that were there.
Okay.
Well, the guy who shot him, the one that was claiming self-defense, he murdered his girlfriend in July.
Oh,
What?
No way.
so now he's killed multiple
Yes.
people.
Whoa.
Yes.
So is he in jail for
murdered
that
his girl-
murder?
Yeah, and the only reason he's in jail is because he had no other choice but to admit to the cops that he did it.
Oh, wow.
How did he do it?
What do you mean,
And
no
where-
other choice? What
what's
do you
his-
mean?
Right.
No other choice. What do you mean by that? Like he was.
Because whenever the cops pulled up, he was covered in blood. She only had one shot to the chest. He had forgotten that her son was there.
Oh.
So he had no way to go back and say, oh, I don't know what happened, or, had no other choice but to admit.
So the son was a witness.
So you finally got some
Yeah.
justice at least.
Yeah.
Whoa. So he'll probably
no,
go to jail?
he's claiming now that he's crazy and he didn't know what happened. He didn't know what led up to the situation, but he was caught in a line. So now the saddest part about all of this is that the DA in that woman's case and the DA and Danny Joe's case, they knew about this. They both knew about this, and no one ever communicated this to either family.
Wow.
Oh, they didn't talk to
What
you.
do you mean they knew about so what, he murdered the girlfriend before he killed your brother?
No,
So then what are you
No,
talking about? They
but
knew
it
it, but they
was-
didn't tell anybody.
Well, the DAs eventually, I guess, found out that the same person who murdered Danny Joe murdered this woman.
Okay.
Because this
So
happened in
there's a
July.
connection there.
Because this happened in July.
And how long ago was your brother-in-law murdered?
2 years ago tomorrow.
It's
Oh, wow.
tomorrow.
Gee, I'm sorry about that. God.
How did you
And
find
this
out?
woman
How
would
did you find out that he was in jail? Did somebody finally tell you, or did you just see in the news?
Well, what it was that the girlfriend in the Danny Joe's case was subpoenaed. So obviously information had to be given to her, mail, whatever. And she's the one who came back and told us that she knew of this case, and she didn't understand why she still had to go testify
Well, I'm
if
hoping-
he was already in jail.
I'm hoping that after this man has taken 2 lives, that he's never walking the streets again. So,
Gosh,
sure.
that's crazy.
no
was
matter what his
terrifying.
defense, if he's
And it's
pleading
one of those
insanity,
crazy-
then keep him in a
Yeah.
mental institution the rest of his life.
Well, yeah, and it's also one of those stories where somebody is, you can't get justice for the one crime, but hopefully you can, it comes back to you somehow.
Yeah.
You get justice some other way. All right, Brenda, thank you so much for the update. I'm sorry about the loss of your brother-in-law. Thank you so much for the update.
Roula, I know it's Friday, but we should give Kevin and Ryan a gimme with line 4.
I saw that. I was
Billy.
like, I asked Ahmad, I go, is this going to be, I hope he has a funny voice. I want him to have
God,
a
I
funny
know
voice
what
to
this
tell
is
us this
about.
story.
Yeah.
Because these two have been
Billy.
talking about this, and the whole world's been talking about
I
it.
mean, look, everybody has seen the news
Let's
about.
talk to
Wait,
him.
let's just let Billy tell us. Hi, Billy. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Open Phone Friday. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are y'all doing?
Hey,
We're
fantastic.
good.
What do you wanna
Billy,
talk
what's
about?
your big story?
So I was just wondering about, I know how Special K loves a good UFO, UAP stuff. Did y'all hear about the news on Tuesday at the Mexico Congress?
Yes.
What's
the-
that?
They
What happened?
supposedly had found 2 alien bodies that were in Peru.
Huh.
Okay,
I did
yes.
not hear
And
this.
They're
allegedly there's DNA evidence of that showed 30% of their makeup was unknown. of unknown origin.
Mm-hmm.
So they presented these 2 alleged alien bodies in front of the Mexican Congress. Now, I don't know what steps happened after that, but these quote-unquote scientists have already been dinged before for other claims.
For false stuff.
So,
Yep.
go ahead.
What do you think?
I 100% agree on that with them being dinged. But with everything coming out from Dave Grush to this and that, do you think it's going to come into light a lot more, or do you think it's going to be shoved back under the
No,
carpet?
they're going to keep shoving this under. They do not want anybody knowing about it because every documentary we've ever watched, it basically says that these aliens have given us unlimited energy reserves that would not require fossil fuels whatsoever.
These aliens look like a pinata of Yoda.
Well, did you see Kevin?
did they really? I
Kevin
haven't seen
explain the Instagram one that I just sent you.
Saying they just mixed a bunch of stuff together. And...
Is it cake?
It looks like a baby E.T.
Yeah, baby E.T. Look at
Baby
E.T.
When you look at it,
I'll send you
is
this
it
one.
cake?
It looks like a cake.
What's that show on
Is it
Netflix?
cake? That's what it's called. Is it cake?
Is it cake?
Yeah,
Okay,
where it's real.
if you want to go
Yeah.
on Instagram,
Mikey
follow
J from Saturday Night Live.
follow Puberty is the name of it. It's like Pubity, and they have all sorts of funny videos. But they have the video, and the guy's cutting the alien into a cake.
So the aliens, to me, if I may
send it to you,
have a
Roula.
piece of this, okay, a piece of this cake. I think that they are very reminiscent of some of the effigies and drawings that the Central Americans made probably about 2,000 or more years ago of
know your
alleged
stuff.
figures that they saw. Then it looks like Quetzalcoatl, which if you're an ufologist, then you would know who that is. He's a Mexican, kind of like a Indio king.
It looks a little
of
bit like
time.
the alien from
And when you
Indiana
watch
Jones
these
and the
things and do
Crystal Skull.
research, do you like to smoke up with this, or do you just...
Are you toking, Kev?
Because I feel like just you talking about it makes me want to smoke weed. Just
Oh
to
my
deal with
gosh.
that. Because it sounds so weird.
It looks like cake, but
Okay.
I definitely think it's an alien.
Is it cake or is it an alien? I guess we'll have to find out and wait to see. Thanks for bringing that up, Billy. That was fun. You guys go to the listener line at 713-278-VENT if you want to share something with us, because coming up next, we have a court that needs to open up for the couples. Couples court needs to be in session. If you're bickering over the same thing over and over with your mate, you bring it to us.
Get my hammer.
Tell you what to do with your life. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
It's Roula and Ryan's Couples Court, 104.1 KRVE.
Hey. Everybody rise. The Honorable Roula, Ryan, and Eric are your presiding judges.
That is correct. We will tell you what to do with your life. Go to krbe.com. Tell Eric that you want to be part of a couples court. He'll get you on the phone, and we'll try and figure out what are you bickering about.
This is the only
That's
jury I want to
welcome.
be on.
Oh, yeah, you got jury duty on Monday.
I should tell him I can't go. I'm a
You got to
professional.
recuse yourself because
Yeah.
you're a couples court judge. You can't
I know,
be
you can't.
on this case.
Yeah, good point, Ryan. I'm going to use that.
Okay, well, let's see. You can't recuse yourself from this court case. We are the judges, and let's welcome the couple to the court. Hi, good morning, Ethan and Sue.
Hello.
Good morning,
morning.
guys. Well, Sue's the one that messaged us. She's the one that's got a problem, so we're going to let you take the stand first in couples court. Plead your case.
Yeah, thanks, guys. My husband, Ethan, and I are newlyweds. We don't have any kids, which is great for us right now. But, you know, when the weekend rolls around and I'm like itching to do something, I want to make plans. I don't know, go to dinner, get up early and, like, go see the sunrise or something.
You want to wake up somebody to go see the sunrise on a regular day?
Hell no.
I don't
I'd
know
be
if I'm
like-
going to be on board with that side.
It's not just a regular day. Like, we work really hard during the week. And so, like, when the weekend comes,
So you want to sleep in during the weekend. I'm already with him. Okay, case closed.
Well, continue, Sue.
Your
so
evidence is terrible.
the weekend rolls around. What do you want to do?
I want to spend time with him. I want to have something to do. And he doesn't want to make the plans. His, like, ideal weekend would be to sleep till noon, play video games, order some takeout, go to sleep.
Sounds like a good plan to me. I like that.
But, like, every weekend can't be sleeping till noon, playing video games, and going to sleep.
Ethan, how do you defend yourself?
You guys are doing a pretty good job. We work hard. I put 60 hours in a week, commute, Houston traffic. By the time the weekend rolls around, I just want to chill. I don't want the weekend to be as packed as the week is. I don't think that's asking too much.
Okay, but to her point, Ethan, like you don't even want to, let's say you sleep in until what? Like what's sleeping in for you? 10?
Yeah, 10 at least.
At some point, you're going to get up and you're going to be hungry. You don't want to leave the house on a Saturday and go have lunch with her somewhere fabulous, somewhere around the city?
But making plans makes it feel like it's a scheduled call or meeting. Like, why can't we just like play it by ear when we do what we feel like?
Sometimes you have to make plans if you want to do something like maybe go to a movie or go see some live music.
But even that, they can just go to the movie theater and just see what's playing.
You don't really need a super plan. You just need to make sure there's no other plan that's going to be in the way of the 3-hour movie
Well,
experience.
I can see how this is. Roula and Eric don't believe in making plans. I think you should make some plans.
Well, sure, some plans. You know, I don't mind making plans for anniversary or, you know, a special day, but like not every single weekend.
Are you afraid to make plans because she'll judge you on it? Like maybe did something happen once where you made a plan and she didn't like it?
No. Like she's great at making plans. She'll plan us up.
But she wants you to make a plan, I think.
Plan you up.
Yeah, and guess what? You guys don't have kids right now. Now's the time to be doing fun stuff because once the kids come, you will be chained to the house.
Exactly.
Where are we going with this here? This is basically the case of, hey, I want to do something on the weekend versus I don't want to do anything on the weekend.
Is it anything a habit-forming thing? Like if he just tried to get up at 9 o'clock, and then you guys go do an activity at 10, from 10 to 2. You start to
or
do
even
these
give
things.
him 10 o'clock, Eric. Let's just say even you give him 10 o'clock, you got the rest of the whole
you got no
Saturday.
Kids.
But you can see how it wouldn't be fun, Ethan, if your wife has got to wait for you to wake up at noon and then watch you play video
We said
games.
10 now. Don't be exaggerating.
Well, no, because he said that he does sleep in till noon. I'm talking about what he's been doing. So if he's sleeping in and then playing video games for a couple hours and all he wants to do is get takeout and like watch TV, that's not much
But
fun
you do
for
need
her.
some me time.
I get that.
Sounds like he has no time for
But she wants some Wii time, Eric.
Ah,
They
yes.
can play Wii, too. They can do that.
Stop.
They don't play Wii anymore, but go ahead.
Okay, you wake up at 10, let's say, and you get your late morning coffee and you're shuffling around and Sue's been doing her whole thing. You have your own me time there, Sue. And then y'all go have lunch somewhere. If you want to play video games, Ethan, do it later. Like when y'all get home, don't wake up and then do video game time. She's already been up for 3 hours waiting for you to get up. Like y'all do something, get out of the house and do something. And then when y'all come back, that's your chill out time.
No, I want longer time, and I want to get out of the house. Like, let's go to the pier. Let's go to Galveston. Anything. But let's just plan it.
You got to give a little bit, Ethan. I get it that you want to sleep in and have your chill time, but once in a while to have a plan is not a bad thing.
I totally agree. It's just like the every weekend thing.
How about every other weekend then? What do you guys think? Like compromise?
I say every weekend, not every other.
I mean, she's not asking you to do a Zoom meeting at 10 a.m. with someone. She's just asking you to, hey, let's go have brunch somewhere. Hey, let's go out and get lunch somewhere.
Go for a walk, do yoga together. Do
or
something.
maybe one day out of the weekend.
Go to
One day
brewery.
is a chill day. We don't do squat. We just lay around the house. One day we've got plans.
Yeah, that sounds
good.
like we could swing.
There you go. You do something on Saturday together, and then Sunday can be your video game day. or
Sitting in your
whatever.
shorts, farting, playing Xbox.
Watch football and stuff.
Yeah, I might
Is
do
that
it
going
the
to
other
make you
way
happy, Sue, if
around.
he's sitting around playing Xbox? I mean, he does get his me time, but are you going to get off the phone here, and then we said that's the plan, and then you're like, why are you playing the Xbox again?
No, that sounds reasonable.
Are you against gaming?
Not all day long. Like, you can't be on the Xbox all day long.
My wife is not a big. She doesn't understand gaming, and she'd see me like. I remember years ago I was playing that Guitar Hero, and it was so embarrassing. When she
God.
walked in, I might as well have been doing the most embarrassing thing ever.
Naked jumping jacks.
Yeah, who knows anything? At that point, she saw me, and she's like, "Oh," she just turned her head like this. You wasted 3 hours.
I married
learning
this.
to play that Joan Jett song.
Fake guitar.
Yeah, with a fake guitar.
300 note
Yeah, look
streak,
at me.
Eric.
It's so good.
Well, I think we've got our solution. So one day do stuff, one day you just chill.
Sure.
And maybe like one weekend of the month, like nothing at all.
He's getting greedy.
Oh, no. Every
No.
every one day a week, you have to do something together.
Okay.
Are you guys romantic at all? It sounds like you're just like roommates.
Ouch.
I mean, I wouldn't put it that far, Eric. My God.
But it sounds
Just 'cause
like-
the guy doesn't want to go out doesn't mean he doesn't want to stay in and have
Sue, is he
activities.
romantic at all?
Of course.
Well, of course
I
he is.
asked
He's saying
Sue.
that.
I asked Sue.
You know, we're on the radio, so you can't see, but Sue is gorgeous.
Why don't you let your wife answer that? Sue, is he ever romantic?
That's why I married him. He's a really romantic guy. It's just these video games every weekend. I think that's why I do want to go out, and I want him to make plans because I know he's romantic.
He has it in him. He's like, he's got it. You just got to pull it out. Right, that sounds bad.
Okay, on that note, we're going to let y'all get romantic with that. Thanks for listening and reaching out to us for Couples Court.
Never mind.
I hope it turns out the way y'all want it to equally.
This
Thanks for
judge
coming
is
to us.
retiring. I'm done.
Y'all have a great day.
Thanks. Bye.
I'm a man child. The littlest thing
so
set
fun.
me off. I can't
I
help
hate
it.
that when you
Lots
say
of
something
little
like, oh, crap, I said that.
Audio clips there from you. Lots of little audio clips there from you. Couples Court, go to krbe.com and you
I would
can
love
be
to-
on Couples Court.
I'd love to see
let
Special
us
K play
talk to you.
video games for 1 hour straight.
Oh, yeah, what he'd look like. Have you ever played games, Kevin?
I can't imagine.
Where's your
him
sound
playing.
effect, Kevin, of the doodle
He does not look like he ever played. Would you ever
Yeah,
play?
you
There he is. Like Call of Duty. Have you ever played that, Kev? Or
I don't
Halo?
even know what that is. Video games ruined my childhood. Once Nintendo came out, all the other boys stayed inside. They no longer rode bikes with me. So I will hate Legend of Zelda for the rest of my life because it took away my friends.
I
But
thought
it
you were going
never
to say.
got you invested too. Like your friends didn't say, "Hey, Kev, come
You don't
over."
play-
we'll
They
play
could have bonded
Nintendo."
over that, Kevin.
No, and they invited me to, but I wasn't into that. I'm in a kind of outdoorsy kind of person. I don't want to be stuck in front of a screen. I don't like that. I like to be active, and we had so much fun, man. We had huge
we did
woods, and we
both.
could ride all through there, and it just all of a sudden stopped. And
They
I'm
got
stupid.
zombied out.
But you can do both. I
Nintendo.
mean, we played
Come
video
on.
games, but we also were outside playing baseball, riding our bikes, doing all that stuff.
I feel like
No,
you
we
would
didn't do that.
slay at a Just Dance. Like
Oh, yeah, you would,
hit
Kev.
those moves.
Like those
Well, you know,
guys
you
you
go-
see at Dave and Buster's on Wednesdays when they're half
or
price.
like Andretti.
Dance
They
Dance.
have
Dance
the-
Dance
I'll date
Revolution.
myself. At that time was the Power Pad.
The power pad.
Oh yeah, the power pad.
A lot of parents
That
bought
was
that for kids that
amazing.
were overweight.
Yeah, so you
What?
could do exercises.
Yeah. They're
because you had
tricking
to
them into
run. It was like
exercise?
it was tricking you into moving your body instead of just sitting
Yeah,
there
the-
with the controls.
They had the power glove. That was big back in the day. The power glove.
What was the power glove?
And then there was
Mike
like a
Tyson.
gun for duck hunt. There was a gun you could use.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know
Oh, yeah.
what? That's what I did. I
I
played
love
Duck
Duck
Hunt
Hunt.
and I played Paperboy.
Oh,
And
yeah,
those-
Paperboy.
Oh yeah,
Paperboy.
Yeah,
Correct.
that made me
really
not-
Do
that
this
made me
Benny
an
if
Atari.
you want to, because then I can see if I want you to do the ditty ditty.
What was that
That's
one?
Paperboy.
Excite Bike. That was good.
I don't know.
Excite Bike. I can't remember that one.
That one was where
I
they
just
all
remember
raced.
being in the toy store with my mom and my brother. I don't even remember what toy store. I think we were in a mall, and I do not remember the toy store in the mall. It was not Toys R Us. And the
KB?
box for the Nintendo.
KB was all the
KB,
mall toy stores.
Maybe, yeah. And the box for the Nintendo, you know, this was not even something that was on our radar. Like, there's no way I can even ask my mom for this. And I said with my brother, I go, Mom, can we get this? And she's like, how much is it? I think it was like $189, maybe something like that.
The
It a lot
Nintendo
of
was
money.
like $250, I think.
You guys,
Was
I've
it?
really got to do
And
a game
she
night.
was like, that's a lot of money, but you know what? I'm going to let y'all have it.
Ahmad, do you
'Cause
play
It was
games?
such a surprise.
Yeah,
couldn't
I do
believe it.
play video games. Lately, I've been playing a lot of video games based off the anime Naruto, like Ninja Storm, which is like a fighting game. And then there's
Is it like Street Fighter type?
It is, but it's a little more free. You could go around the whole map. It's not just
now
like
we just
oh,
one-on-one.
so you can just
one-on-one.
you got
could-
free play where you can go around and just like mess things up.
No, like it's like an arena style. You could jump all around the arena. There's
Oh,
different
okay.
like powers and stuff
I
you could
probably
use.
I started playing like Call of Duty on my big screen, and I got to throw up because I motion
So you're
sickness.
getting motion sickness.
Because your screen is your
so
whole
saying,
wall.
why don't you guys come on
Yeah,
over?
play it,
I've got I've got a game room with all the vintage arcades, but then I've also got like Xbox and PlayStation.
I don't even know where
hooked up.
Jersey Village is, Ryan.
Yeah, me neither.
I like to-
He doesn't want to leave
I
his,
never leave the
his
loop.
high rise.
I stay there.
He's an interlooper.
He
that
doesn't want to live with us
Yeah,
common
well,
folk.
Yeah, I can't be.
But I hated sitting back and just watching people play video games. That is
now that's
the
now,
most.
now you'll be a
Hey,
Oh,
billionaire.
that's a big
You can
YouTube
now.
channel. Are you kidding
Twitch.
I know people who make money off Twitch.
Yeah.
I was at, last year we were talking about the Greek Festival coming up. Last year at the Greek Festival, a friend of mine had his phone on, like just, watching, looked like he was watching video games. And I was like, what is happening? Because his kids were dancing, so he was there, but he had this video game phone on. I go, what are you doing? You're watching somebody play. He goes, that's my son. He's in a tournament. I go, what?
Those tournaments
He's like,
are
yeah.
just EA,
He's in a tournament right now. And he's like made I think he told me, he had made thousands of dollars that year playing video games.
I would have to say that this is the genesis of that. Like 20 years ago, this is when
That was 20 years ago already? No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, nearly
From
20 years
what was
ago.
it called
yeah.
again? From what was it called again?
That was 08.
What year
What was
were
that
they
game,
playing?
y'all?
Okay, guys. These eggs have
Brain
given
fart.
us a lot of trouble in the past. Does anybody need anything off this guy, or can we bypass him?
I think Leroy needs something from this guy.
He needs those devout shoulders. Isn't he a paladin?
Yeah, but that'll help him heal better. He'll have more mana.
I think it's a pretty good plan. We should be able to pull it off this time. What do you think, Abdul? Can you give me a number crunch real quick?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm coming up with 32.3
3-3, repeating, of course. Percentage of survival.
It's a lot better than we usually do. All
right, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy!
And then he goes.
Oh my
in
God,
and
he
kills
just ran
everybody.
in.
He just ran in.
Save him.
Oh, gee, stick it clean.
Oh, gee. Let's go.
He's killing everyone.
Stick to the pledge, Oh, gee. Oh, give me my intervention. Hurry up. I can't move. Am I lagging, guys? I can't move. What the hell? I can't hear you. Oh, my God. The eggs keep spawning. More respawning. Oh, my God.
God, Leroy.
God. Leroy, you moron.
Leroy. This is ridiculous.
So mad.
Why do you do this, Leroy?
I'm trying.
It's not my fault.
We do have a soul stone up, don't we?
Oh, God.
Oh, for...
Leroy, you were just stupid as hell.
At least I have chicken.
At least I'm not chicken.
What? I keep thinking he
What
says
was
at
that
least I
game,
have chicken,
y'all?
but-
I can't remember that game. It was
Was
like
it Call of
something
Duty?
to
World of
No, it
Warcraft.
wasn't.
No,
World of
no.
Warcraft. I think that
World
was
of Warcraft, correct. World of Warcraft, man. Leroy Jenkins going in there while they're trying to plan their
That's my
attack.
problem. Like I like these games, but I don't get so hardcore.
I don't get into it. He's like, can you crunch some numbers for me?
Like Ryan,
32.3.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, you got into it big time. I mean, I would just go in there and get chased by cops.
Oh,
and
I got obsessed.
run
you
over
know.
prostitutes and stuff. But you would like
It was
the
a
whole
bonding
game.
experience with me and my daughter, of all things. Like,
Really?
single dad.
You
yeah.
and your daughter and your
Yeah,
prostitute.
she was like 14, 15. We were playing that game, and we defeated it. We defeated it several times. After you defeat it a couple of times, then you could just go around and just do whatever you
And
want.
You
and
could,
have
you
free
could like
play.
get in a plane, right?
Oh, yeah. I stole jets.
Yeah.
Crashed them into
You had
buildings.
cheat codes, right? You were
No, I
cheating.
didn't use cheat codes. Not on that one.
No?
Oh,
No,
we
Ryan
did.
drowned
We
all
did
of his
I
life
love the
savings
cheat
on
codes on
Candy
there.
Crush.
Yeah, Candy Crush
Oh,
is the one.
Candy Crush I did. I stopped, I know people that are on Candy Crush. They're in the thousands of levels. I stopped at about like 287. I was like, oh, this is too hard.
Things they have like Wordle. Remember I was into Wordle?
Oh, God.
Oh,
came in
yeah,
there.
you were into Wordle. What happened to that phase?
One day I just like, yeah.
I think everybody
You get
just
bored
stopped.
after a while, yeah.
It was like that duck. What was that one with the thing that flew? Flappy Bird or
Oh,
something?
Flappy Birds.
Well, he deleted it from the App Store because he said it ruined his life. The creator.
Mumbles cheated. He cracked the code and took out all the pipes. So he can have he had like an unbelievable infinite score.
It just flew straight.
It just flew straight. He
Amazing.
took out the
Hilarious.
pipes.
What's your favorite game? Let us know on the listener line at 713-278-VENT.
No.
Kevin's going to get all those calls. All right,
What do
coming
you
up
mean?
next, something from our childhood.
No!
Speaking of that, something from our childhood is about to go up for sale, and they say it could go for $10 million. What is it?
Power pad.
Find out. It's not the
yes,
Power
Pat.
Pad. Find out next in Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Keep your radio right here
Time for your daily scoop. Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
on KRBE.
It's brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston, and we are talking about the NSYNC reunion that's going to be happening. In case you missed that, November 17th, the next Trolls movie comes out. In 2 weeks, they are going to release the song they did for the Trolls movie, and that is why everyone was so excited. So excited! So we are very excited about that. Okay, let me get to this childhood thing, because maybe NSYNC was your childhood. I don't know. It depends on your age. But Bob Ross, y'all know painter
Yeah,
Bob
he was.
Ross.
There is a great documentary.
The
by
old
the way.
guy with his big hair.
He had the white man fro. And there is a great documentary on Netflix about him. Basically, this greedy couple, they stole all his rights. His family, because
How'd they steal his rights?
Oh, they got him to sign away his life. So all the Bob Ross products that you see,
He doesn't make money.
Not a penny is going to his family. It's
And
just
how
this-
did they trick him? Like when he was young or something, he did his first painting, or because he was old when he did his
They
first
basically controlled him completely throughout his
painting.
whole
Who are
career.
they? Like family?
No, they're not. They're just like this elderly couple, and they basically have got all the rights to the Bob Ross fortune. Watch the documentary on Netflix. It is twisted.
What's it
y'all.
called?
Oh God, I'll Google it real quick.
Is
while
he
you
a
do
good
it.
guy in it though?
He is a good guy.
Okay,
He makes
good.
mistakes. He was a former military man who spent the first part of his life screaming and barking orders. He's a drill sergeant.
Well, I mean, he's a
and he
drill
never raised his voice again when he got out of
Which
the
is
service.
so interesting because if he was that loud and crazy, like you have to get really loud and aggressive, for him to be like, it's just the pretty trees, the pretty trees, the pretty trees. Pluto Television is free live streaming TV, and there's an entire Bob Ross channel.
Here it is,
There's
Roula.
an
It's
entire
called
Bob Ross channel.
It's called Bob Ross: Happy Accidents, Betrayal, and Greed. And it's on
He
Netflix.
called that a happy accident. If he'd mess up something, it's like, oh, that's a happy accident.
That's a
It's
happy
actually
little
better.
accident here, yeah.
Happy little accident. So Bob Ross channel on Pluto TV, the painting that Bob Ross completed on the very first episode of The Joy of Painting back in 1983 is for sale. And it starts at $9.85 million. The gallery that owns this painting really doesn't expect it to sell at that price. They just want to take it on tour, but they say if it does go on sale and there's a battle, it's going to go for over $10 million.
Which is crazy because
they're starting it at $9.85 million.
Really, he painted the same mountain over and over and over again. Like, I mean, he
Well,
painted
this one's
the
called
same
A Walk
thing.
in the Woods, Ryan. It's called Don't you try and cut down my Bob Ross.
Yeah.
He's a painting genius. Don't you be trying to cut down what he did.
Who are you?
Well, the Bob
Oh,
Ross
well-
thing, like, he basically really
right,
ran
enough
away
with-
with the wet on wet technique, is what they say.
I don't know what that means.
Like, he wouldn't wait for the paint to dry. He would just keep all the paints were done like
one
like in the, not
session.
a little bit here, a little bit there. He did it all in one session.
A Walk in the Woods is the first painting he did. It's owned by a gallery in Minneapolis. It's called Modern Artifact, and they don't expect anyone to buy it again for $9.85 million. But hey, there are people that have spent millions and millions and millions of dollars on lesser things. If somebody were to make a 7-figure offer, they would 100% consider it. Bob Ross paintings are very hard to come by. Most of the ones he did on The Joy of Painting are in storage. And like you said, Ryan, that company that controls his intellectual property does not plan on selling them. He died back in 1995. Here's a picture of his, let me show you his picture of his.
Well, the thing is, you got to watch out for
beautiful
phonies
painting, A Walk
too,
in
because
the Woods.
they were actually these greedy people. If you watch the documentary, they were having people like do copycat paintings and signing his name to them, and they weren't even.
No,
him.
this is the official original Walk
Oh,
in the
I love
Woods
it.
from Bob Ross. So pretty. I might put my Bob Ross channel on today as I scooter around my
I'm
house.
going to check that out now.
I want to see it. I mean,
It's a good
I'm very
documentary.
interested. Yesterday, I got a little surprise visit from Eric and Special K. Eric came by to give me a box that got delivered to me, and when he got here, he realized, oh crap, I forgot the box.
I forgot the box.
Oh no!
Well, I brought barbecue. So I was thinking with my
Oh, God,
stomach.
it was so funny.
Now we gotta
And then
stop by
Kevin
again.
comes, he goes, where's the box? I go, oh my God, where's the box? He goes, I forgot the box. And then Eric forgot his sunglasses here. So come back again. But yes, they saw me scootering, and I told them how fast I can go.
You're really good at
once
that.
Once the show gets going, it's like, think of a razor scooter, but it's raised for your knee. And I have a big one that's like a 4x4 Jeep, and then I have a small one. And when I get up in the morning, I'm pretty slow on it because I'm tired and I haven't really gotten but now, like, we're getting ready for the Friday free-for-all in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll be scootering around the house, like
Moving
going in
around fast.
circles because I don't have any furniture yet in my main living room, so I just scooter, and my dog chases me. It's like a little game we play as I'm recovering from
Well,
ankle
Eric is
surgery.
doing a money drop for me this morning.
Oh, a
Dropping
money
some
drop.
money.
Dropping some money off to you.
For Ahmad's
Did I
birthday
win-
gift.
Did I win the lottery? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ahmad's birthday gift was so expensive. Ryan had to sell part of his car, and I sold part. Like,
Ahmad,
I'm boarding
your
him. I'm
Beyonce
doing
tickets?
Airbnb in my guest room.
I spent
I'm
more
doing
on you
Airbnb
than
in my
any.
guest room.
I spent more on you than any family member that I have this year.
You should feel honored.
As you should.
Isn't that weird to let him know that? Because when you give a gift, we're not supposed to tell him what we spent.
No,
We're just
I
gonna.
value you guys
Well, it
so
just
much
basically
for
says that I paid no money for my family this year.
And on that note,
It's floor
it's not
seats
really
to
a
Beyonce, baby, and I want all the TikToks.
Oh, you know
what's
it.
going down in H-Town.
Okay, this is brought to you by Duncan. So they put out a story on Cron.com, the 5 most dangerous Houston, Texas zip codes. And this is based on FBI analysis of HPD
Kevin, it's not good
data.
news for us.
This
It's not good
includes,
news
this
for
is
us.
all based on 911
Wait.
calls.
Give Kevin's, what's your zip code first so we can.
77074. It's on there. I saw this.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I thought
it
you
is
were.
on there. So the
I thought you
top
were the other
five,
one.
the top 5. This is based on 911 calls, crime severity, felonies associated with crime. The number 1 bad zip code in Houston, Texas is 77036. That's Bisnet between the Beltway and 59.
That's Sharpstown. That's Sharpstown, y'all. That's where I grew up. That's Sharpstown. That's where I found them all.
After that is 77021.
Okay.
And then
I'm not sure where that
081, 033, and 074, Kevin's zip code.
Yeah, but let me
my
tell you,
childhood is the worst. Childhood.
it's an area in transition, and they're really bringing back these 50s homes and
Are they
giving
renovating them or
Yeah.
are they mowing them down?
No, they're definitely
They're
renovating them because I don't know if it's
the
quite
neighborhood doesn't support McMansions. It
Right.
does not support that.
That's what I
the
was-
lots
You
aren't
gotta
big
renovate
enough.
And it comes with
Well, it's
their
not
own
that. It's just the
ventilation,
neighborhood
right?
won't support them.
All those
Yeah.
bullet holes. It's just
You getting side eye right now. That's at
no
producer
kidding.
Eric. If you're also a Sharpstowner, you want to let him know. Plaza
Sharpstown.
de las Americas.
I drive by there every day now.
If you need a cell phone accessory or a quince dress,
Or a
that's
vape.
where you go.
These vape stores are everywhere.
Oh, I know they are.
And I would
Big
like
money.
to have a special shout out from anybody at 37536 who remembers the Sharpstown 4th of July fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
They were amazing. They were amazing. People were everywhere to see those Sharpstown fireworks when I was growing up.
When did the mall go? When did the mall lose its
Mall
I think
ship?
It was like
Yeah.
probably like 89, 90 maybe
Oh, wow.
started
So,
going
like,
down.
It's usually a
downhill.
slow decline. If you see
Maybe like
malls-
92, 93, I think it started going downhill.
What about
because
that,
because you guys
they
are so
did-
close to Galleria. If you really wanted to
Yeah.
shop in there,
And
right?
but if you think about Sharpstown, guys, I'm surprised it hasn't come back yet because you have access to 59, you have access to
yeah.
Beltway 8. It is so easy to get around there. And
17 minutes to downtown.
Oh, just wait,
it's
just
really
wait
quick.
for the
Why
rich
hasn't it come
investors.
back?
The
Kevin's
rich
trying.
investors, they like to call it gentrification. Basically, they
Hey.
buy up all that property, they mow it down, and
remodeling.
then put in expensive units.
No. I just fixed up the
we
one
don't need high
that I
rises in
have.
Sharpstown. Yeah, we just need the 50s. It's like Flipper. It's like Fixer Upper. Like we need Chip and Joanna to come and fix all those 50s houses that aren't looking so great. And get your car doors out of your front yards, people. For God's sake, that's not where it goes. Put it in the garage. Hide it in your backyard. Why are there car doors in the front yard in Sharpstown?
They're working on it.
Come on, man. All right, Kevin, get me a good news. It's looking out. It's looking overcast, like it's going to rain.
What's up
You
with
think
that?
it's gloomy, but praise Jesus, hallelujah. The rain's coming down, and Kevin's got a Friday free for all.
J-Lo's coming up with Cobra Starship and Posty.
Who wants to party?
Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.